And we're live.
All right, welcome to the first little bit of Fantasy Cup Series Season 9 content. I'm Thunder24 fan. This is PCS test or FCS testing. For the Fantasy Cup Series, this is the first test with the ICR generation of the Fantasy Cup Series, and it also gives us a chance to showcase the drivers for Season 9 and also the new cars and paint schemes alike. So, um. Yeah, and also we have 200 laps here. There's gonna be commentator rotations, and we're starting out with Matthew Hill. How are you doing today, Matthew?
Good, good. I just had a stressful moment clicking on the stage on my phone, not realizing it didn't move me. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Um. But anyway, yeah. Um. We're in here for 200 laps at North Wilkesboro, but this isn't the North Wilkesboro that was very chaotic in the All-Star race we did that one time. This is a totally new, repaved North Wilkesboro that I think should put on some pretty big excitement.
as we know, short track racing is always wild.
Then, excuse me. You know, we got some new drivers in the field, drivers that have made moves from one team to another, or maybe just a number change. We can go through those right now. Um,
Let's say you gotta
yeah, we'll start right here.
focus on. We got a big name returning, actually.
Yep, this is Ryan, who was in the Fantasy Cup Series a long time ago. I'm talking like maybe two or 3 years ago. So way back in the early days of the Fantasy Cup Series, driving for what was his own team Penske, and now it is Commander Brick's team Penske. But it was announced that after season 9 that he will be retaking ownership of Team Penske, and he's back in the 12 car for season 9 in the Dodge, and they will also be going back to Ford next season. So big return for him. You got Bailey Parker going over to True Expand Racing from what was Eric Almirola Racing. What is now Hill Solar Racing, went over to True Expand Racing, driving the 71. And here's King Barnabas finally with a full-time opportunity. You know, we see so much potential in this young driver, and I feel like he's going to be a big threat for Rookie of the Year. And he's driving full-time the 35 for Almost Rebels Racing. And just behind him, before he came down pit row, is another rookie for Team Penske, the 22 Slicks Blame, who proved that he was just unbelievable in the truck series, had unbelievable performance, and he has proven that he can be a contender in anything that he drives.
And on the topic of rookies, how about we finish it out here? We got one more in the field. If you can find it.
Oh, right here.
That being the 74 Giuseppe has been racing for JBR down in the Shell Series and Truck Series. He has made a cup start before filling in for Biz at one of the Talladega races last season.
It was the first one.
The first one.
I believe.
Now here to battle for Rookie of the Year.
Yep, and surprisingly, there are only 3 rookies. And I guess we could call them the big 3, King Barnabas, Slicks Blame, and Giuseppe. They all come from different manufacturers, Ford, Dodge, Pontiac, and Chevy. Let's talk about some more driver moves. Let's see if there's anyone that moved. Welcome back to Kyle, and it's making his second full-time season in the Fantasy Cup Series, not for his own team this time, but for X Factor Motorsports, which have rebranded from the number 13 to the number 10 for Season 9. And Kyle has come back to drive that car in replacement of Patrick Starr, who is now down in the Shell Series.
Mm-hmm.
And see if we can find anybody else. Oh, here's NASCAR fan coming out of retirement to drive for what used to be Texas Motorsports, and now Texas Motorsports has rebranded to Empire State Racing to bring better representation of your home state, Connor, New York.
Yep. I felt like we already had sponsors representing the Empire State. I feel like it was time to have the whole team represent us.
Yep, big change in name there. It's gonna be hard to keep that up in the booth.
Anyways,
And
what's other?
that brings us to another move. Where did you might be asking, where did nickname go? Since he got kicked out of the 28, he's actually going to the 30. The 30 is coming back. He drove this car way back in the early points of his career.
Yeah, back when he was with 5 Hour Energy Racing.
Yeah.
This is basically a reunion with him and the number. Also,
whoa, a little bit of contact with loading.
Also, something I should mention: the 28 you see that being piloted by NASCAR fan, that's a new 28. The 28 that you saw in season 7 and season 8 is now the 30. So basically,
yeah. So
nickname has joined it with a familiar number. But he pretty much hasn't left the car.
Yep, same. Yeah, basically the same team on that car. As a sandwich, Craig Popkris right there. Arthur gets in the wall a little bit, and that brings us right behind him. Loading, still driving for Outlaw Mark Enterprises. The game picked his throwback for this season. But he has gone from the number 33 to the 1 for season 9. Still driving for the same car, same team, same crew chief, all that stuff. But he switched his number from the 33 to the 1. Also,
I was about to say somebody else we can talk about. Brandon
Beal.
Got
Brandon Beal coming back to Hill Solar Racing after spending a season with them in season 7. This time driving the 37 car, as he did in season 6.
Yep.
Except that was just a Chevy.
I remember when he had the 37 last time, he won the season finale at Homestead. He splits it with Ebenezer and Brick.
And he won last season at Watkins Glen, his home track. Big win for him, as he basically struggled through the majority of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And also, here's Patrick Miller, who has gone from the 22 Penske Dodge to Hill Solar Racing as well to drive the 98.
And number 98 Ford for season 9. As you see, they're sponsored by Discount Tire.
Yep. Other than that, I don't know if anyone's really made a move.
Other than that, it's more ownership moves.
Yeah. Ownership, Hill Solar Racing we already talked about. And also, Johnny Benson Racing has switched from Ford to Pontiac for next season. So has X Factor, and so has 23-7 Racing, aka Zebel's team.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that's the first crash of the night. That's Loading getting spun around with his teammate Outlaw.
I was gonna mention, and yeah, you saw Beal now in the 37. Question raises, who replaced him in the 47? That's last season Knoxville winner and chase driver Zevel.
Yep, as you see the moment with Outlaw there.
Yep.
Looks like he got a little bit of help from King Barnabas.
His teammate had nowhere to go.
Yep. I think Barnabas was on older tires since these guys are on different runs in practice, but I think it's safe to say we can go to the qualifying now, as top of the charts is tied with Jessica and Craig Popkris. Jessica, the reigning series champion, 2-time champion, first to ever do it, and also first female 2-time champion to ever do that, setting multiple records as of last
Momentum helps.
And looking to defend that title once again with a great
little
season.
bit of contact with Thunder.
Yeah. You're gonna see this a lot, you're gonna see a little bit of contact going into turn 1, trying to get positions and whatnot. That's just North Wilkesboro. That's at least this version of North Wilkesboro. You really have to, sometimes you got to use the bumper on some guys to get around them.
And if you have clean air, the top lane can work.
Yeah, maybe pinch them up the racetrack a little bit. And now we'll go into qualifying. And looks like it'll be the 25 winning the pole for the test at North Wilkesboro.
And I also was going to mention, back with the whole Truexfin Racing thing, yeah, that team's now co-owned by the pro, pretty much in a 75-25 thing. It's not Truexfan Parker Racing.
$200 laps here.
Then they're one of now.
It'll be 2 Coke drivers. Well, Pendre just signed a contract with Coca-Cola on the off season, so it's 2 Coca-Cola racing drivers in the front.
Not far behind, you have another Coca-Cola racing driver. 37.
Yep.
Pretty good representation. Only a test, it's already pretty good representation for the Coca-Cola racing family.
Yep. Here we go into the Geico restart zone. We are green for day 1 of testing. Looks like Ebenezer got a bad start on the inside. Already 3 wide into turn 1. They get through pretty cleanly. You're going to see lots of passes here in the opening stage of this race.
Yeah, and the outside lane is almost a curse on the initial start. But, I mean, that's kind of how you see it in a lot of these races.
Yeah, but also they're just so jumbled up and, checking up everywhere. That outside line can't really develop. Let's see how it goes for Pendre this time around. Looks like he gets a little bit of a run on Kyle. Kyle's going to still be there down into turn 1 as we hit lap number 3.
And with this track, no mistakes. You make a mistake, and that's a position.
Yep, Kyle's going to slide right in front of the 92. 92 is going to file in line behind the 10. Kyle goes for a defensive line down to the corner. A little bit of a wiggle in the back. Keep it going.
We have a few cars that have fallen way to the back.
Yep, but for now, it is the 25 who still leads this race over the 19 of Ebenezer. Ebenezer, some say that he was pretty much snubbed of Rookie of the Year in his battle with Pavo. Obviously, Pavo won Rookie of the Year. That's been the main talk over the offseason. As here's a few cars in line right here. There's Josh in the 24, Pendre in the 92. You're gonna see this a lot too, guys. Moving up the racetrack, trying to find a different line, see what works out best for him.
That's more trying to find the grip. If you can get a good line that has a lot of grip, you can maybe get a run off of the turns. Changing up your lines, that's a big thing about a track like North Wilkesboro.
Here's the teammates that we saw had that little incident in practice. There's Outlaw to the inside of Loading right here.
Outlaw's going to try to get around his teammate, but there's a run on the outside.
Pendre to the inside of Kyle, trying to make up those positions that he lost on the initial start. Here's the teammates that we Kyle's saw. Kyle's going to fall back in line.
If you can get to the inside just early enough, then you can really clear the car on your outside.
You're right about that. And consistency is going to be a major factor here because obviously some drivers are going to have bigger fall off than others, and that's what's going to make the racing at short tracks so unique and so entertaining. As here's Arthur to the inside of Josh. And Outlaw is going to try to take that spot there. You see Josh kind of stuck on the outside.
Kind of force him way up.
Yep.
That's going to be a
that's the
big way to make passes.
Yes, that's the main thing that you don't want to have as a driver. Just be stuck out of the groove, and you're basically just a sitting duck at that
You
point.
see Nicky go past, and now you see Legends to the inside.
Yeah. Josh's
So he's getting
teammate.
freight train. That's going to get Legends up into the top 5.
Looks like
Or top
Josh will
10.
clear the 71. No, 71's still down there. Let's see if Josh clears him off the
Oh,
corner.
he
Bailey
slides
Parker's
up.
gonna pitch him up. Oh, Mark makes
Oh, what a
contact.
save.
That was close, and now Bailey Parker's gonna be stuck on the outside.
And that's what happens when you're trying to be too aggressive too early.
At least Bailey Parker, I mean, he had a close call, but at least he still has a race car. Let's take a look.
Lucky for Bailey, there was a couple drivers behind him that really have driven enough to know to let off.
Looks like he just got really tight and gets into the side of the 3. Looks like they're going to be able to save it, though. I'm not sure how the 24 kept it out of the wall. Pretty impressive there.
Now we have former teammates battling.
Yup, here's Parker and Matthew Hill. And Slick Flame trying to join in this battle. Parker going to try to get to the past the 22.
I think Parker can get a run, maybe.
No, 22 still down there. Now he's got his teammate following him as well. That's Commander Brick. Commander Brick runs a little bit up the racetrack. Parker trying to pinch the 22 down. And here's another battle. Here's the 23 against the 10. This is for 5th. So now Arthur sneaks his way inside the top 5. And Kyle's going to be stuck on that outside. But for now, it's all been that 25 leading here in North Wilkesboro. But the question
really
is,
had the 19 chasing him down.
Yeah. But the real question is how will they do strategy, at a track like North Wilkesboro where there's a lot of tire fall off over a bunch of laps, really you can expect anything to happen. Looks like Kyle got a good drive off of turn 2 against the 1.
Yeah, but loading's going to be on his inside. It's not going to be enough for Kyle.
Looks like he'll be able to file in line. The 24 got a little bit loose. And Kyle now down into 9th. Already, these guys have lost a lot of lap time, about maybe 5/10 or so. Here's Mark to the inside of the 24.
And Hill's going to force Legends up.
Yeah.
That was close. They almost made
touch doors.
contact. Now Slick Flame is going to take advantage.
Let's see if Legends can get the run off the corner and get in front of the 22. Looks like he'll be able.
He will. He'll clear him, but.
Yep.
Yep, he's going to get there.
Is trying to get in front of the 90. That brings the 5 into this battle now. This is all the way back for 11th.
And Josh is not having the best day.
Looks like he just got stuck on the outside. 3 wide further back here. That's Hector Daniel, Ryan, and Quad Kid Boy. And
the main spot you have to worry about 3 wide on is the exits.
Yeah.
If you are 3 wide on the exit and you make enough contact, there's sure to be a wreck.
Look at Pendrake sneak inside this top 4. He's closed in on some of these guys.
Might be able to get to the inside.
Let's see if he tries to force his way to the inside of the 77.
Not quite. We know Pendray is a pretty clean driver.
Yep. It's only a matter of time before he does, as he runs up the racetrack a little bit there. But this is where the consistency factor comes in. You got some guys falling off and some guys saving their cars for the long runs. And I think Pendray is simply the best at just saving his car for the long run.
And I mean, we keep seeing Pendray trying to find where the speed is, but he can do that while saving his car.
See a 19 close a little bit in the 25, just few car links, just about a car link back.
Took a way lower exit.
And he did. Furthest battle back, closest battle to the leaders is for 24th. This is Sean and Truexpan. Sean gonna slide up
Slide job.
6. Gets that move done, and Zebel's gonna take advantage. Yeah, now I think the 19's car's starting to come alive as he is now really putting the pressure on the 25 here.
I think Ebenezer was really just trying to wait for the long run, trying to wait for the 25 to fall off, and as you can see, that's kind of what's happening.
Yeah, now you saw him trying to make a little dive for the inside. 25 cut that lane out.
This is where Ebenezer's going to have to try to find where as much grip he can find is at. You really just want to find as much speed as you can around the corners.
Yup, and also you're stuck in some of that dirty air, as you mentioned earlier. Here's the 87 putting some pressure on the 8.
He's quietly found his way into the top 10.
Yep. We know Nikki will be a threat into season 9.
He had 2 wins last season.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't make the chase since he fell outside the top 20 in points. So he had no chance of clinching that wild card spot. I think the Hill Solar Racing cars, I mean, I said it in the offseason, I think they're going to be a dark horse with that rebrand. Those cars look fast, and I feel like they are going to be fast heading into next season. You got 3 of them inside the top 20 right now.
The big part is, not only was it just a complete rebrand with the name, some of the drivers have been talking about how it's a complete culture shift around the team.
And I could see that as well, yeah, in the change in terms of the change of ownership. See Pendray really looking to the inside of the 77 here. Is he gonna go for the move? He will. Dives to the inside.
Dive bomb.
He makes the move. He actually makes his car rotate. Will he be able to stay there?
And I can tell you, he was hitting the brake while hitting the gas just to make it rotate around the corner.
And
Doing
now
whatever you can.
Battle for the lead heating up.
I think eventually he's going to want to resort to the bumper.
Yep, I think so too.
Yeah, especially with that
what I would
90,
do.
especially with that 92 catching both of them.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
knows. He knows the 92 is fast.
Oh yeah, Kyle, I forgot to tell you. We're only having like one other commentator every 50 laps.
Oh, well.
But appreciate you for making this race though. You're running 9th.
Yeah, I saw me get shuffled out. That 23.
Womp womp.
Okay. Anyway. So yeah. Now looks like the 25 is pulled away just a little bit. Let's see if the 19 tries to save his stuff once again. Seems like some points he drops back and then, comes back to near the leader. Just can't be able to make the pass.
I think if he waits too long, then Pendray is gonna go for it.
Yeah, because Pendray has a fast car too, on the long run.
Empire State Racing really showing that they've got some fast cars too. I mean, Ebenezer can get to his bumper. He can almost get to the inside.
Here's Matthew Hill against the 3 of Mark. This is for 10th. 2-time looking to do a 3-peat in the Fantona 500.
I think Hill might have it here. He set up the pass perfectly.
Yep, and he will. Let's see if.
And I think Legends is going to do the same.
Yep. They're side by side. Legends has the inside line. Mark's not going to fight it too hard. I wouldn't think.
If you can get enough on their inside through one set of corners, the next set of corners, you're bound to clear them.
Now 19 putting some more pressure on the 25. Let's see what he does here. Oh, he runs high.
Maybe trying to find more speed.
That did not work for him. Now he's got the 92 on his back bumper. I don't think that was the wisest of choices, but you know, hey, you gotta experiment. You gotta experiment where the grip levels are somehow.
Yeah, he probably was aware that he had a pretty big gap, but now that gap has resorted to nothing.
Yep. Now here's Pendray. Will he go for the dive once again? He's going to try it. He's gonna be there on the 19. Will he push him up the racetrack a little bit? And doesn't appear so. They're side by side off of turn 2. Pendray trying to take second for the 19.
Got to force him into letting off. If you're gonna push him up, you gotta make them resort to let off.
And Pendray will take second away.
And I think Thunder, looking in his mirror, does not like that sight.
Yeah. Let's see what the night. Indeed, he does not. Let's see what the 92 has for him. Only a matter of time to find out.
I mean that 92 is fast.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like he is the best on very long green flag runs as we're seeing here. Every single lap we've gone green.
I always see him doing good on long runs.
Like when he won in Phoenix last season, the race went completely green.
I mean, I feel like we always see him just taking longer runs on pit strategies too.
For sure. As he is reeling in that 25. He's got him in his sights, as you mentioned. I feel like it's only a matter of time before he gets to the bumper.
I mean, it's gonna happen, especially with this way lower line.
Yep, they're really paving the white line. I feel like the tires have gotten very, very worn down. I feel like they might come to pit road soon enough.
It almost looks like Pendray might be trying to diamond one of the corners.
Yeah, I can see that too, because he ran like a little bit of a lower line into one than the 25 did.
And then he's kind of running a little bit higher throughout the middle.
See Ebenezer, he's going to try a diamond the corner, but he's got Jessica all over his back bumper. Got a run on him.
And we have 4 manufacturers in the top 4.
Yep. Ford, Chevy, Ford, Toyota, Pontiac. See, here's where the 92 tries to diamond the corner.
I mean,
Looks like he does go in the X's too.
A lot faster, but
the 25 is just able to hold on to the lead.
It's one thing catching the guy.
Oh, here we go.
Passing him is way more difficult.
See if he goes for it this time around. 25 once again shuts the door.
He almost forced it in there.
Yep. Tell you what, Thunder has done an incredible job of playing defense, and he's going to do it again right here, forcing the 92 up the racetrack. And if I'm Pendray, I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna resort to the bumper pretty soon here if I'm Pendray.
And also Matthew, you can stay up here, but we're bringing another guy up here. Let's bring True Spain here.
Yeah.
Get Slinky up here.
Oh,
Slinky.
Hello.
But going back to the race, see the 92 trying to diamond the corner just a little bit. But you know the 25 just plays such good defense on him.
It's definitely gonna be
sitting right on his bumper. I think he's close enough this time though. He's going to go for the dive. He will. And this time he's going to make it work.
It's going to stick down on the inside. Side by side now.
For the lead, 92 versus 25. I think Thunder knows that the 92 has the faster car. So he's going to try and fight this thing, though. And the 92 will take the lead. First lead change of the day.
19's going to try and get by 25 now.
Looks like he will be unsuccessful for right now. But the 92 saved up his stuff for the perfect time, and let's see if he can just set sail in 25.
Here comes the 19.
Yeah, 19's going for second now, as you mentioned. How about the 8 of Outlaw? He's slowly made his way up into the top 5 here. But yeah, I think the 25 couldn't really save his stuff up, and he's now going backwards. A lot of laps on his tires.
Yeah, stuck on the outside is not the place you want to be right now.
Yeah, of course, for how worn out those tires definitely are. Look at Outlaw. Is he going to go 3 wide? He will. Bold move from the 8. He's going to squeeze the 25 and the 77 up the racetrack. Oh, contact.
25 did lift right before the corner exit there. Just not getting any wrecks early on here.
I think he's going to finally be able to slot in front of the 87. No, the 87 is down there. But yeah, the 8 made an aggressive move to get by the 77 and the 25, 2 for 1 off of turn 2, and he got it.
25 still falling back. Nowhere to get on the inside.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty decent gap behind Arthur. I think he just needs to let him go. He needs to let him go before the 1 gets there. And I think he'll be able to sit in line behind the 23 now.
Oh, I thought it was muted.
But after all that, Pendre is now the leader. When do you think we're gonna have a pretty big pit window? I think they've lost almost 3 seconds on their times.
Maybe in about, I think maybe around 10, 20 laps from now,
Yeah.
we should start seeing pits. Some might stay out to, maybe about close to 100, but I don't think many are going to go that far.
Now 19 back to second. He hasn't led a single lap today. Ended up getting passed by Pendre when he was trying to get around the 25. But let's see if he saved his stuff up to challenge the 92. You see Outlaw back there in third. He's not out of this thing yet.
Oh yeah, the 19 gain there. He's closing in on that 92.
Oh yeah,
quickly.
look at him. Yeah, he's diamond. He's gonna diamond the corner too, just like we saw from him earlier. See, Pendre, he was running right on that white line, but he's not doing that anymore. Let's see if the 19 goes to the dive here.
I don't think he's going to be... Ooh. No,
No,
he's not going to be able to close in.
just not close enough yet.
92 closed the door there. Let's see if in a lap or two if the 19's going to try and dive.
Oh, he's right in his bumper right now. He's not close enough this time. 65 out of 200. See the 92 running lower. See the 19 gets a little bit of a better exit. Still not really looking to make the dive.
I think he's just waiting for the right time now. He wants just the right amount of gap between him and that 92.
Or he could be waiting for pit stops as well, because we know those are coming up soon.
Just pray on having a faster pit stop than the guy in front of you. That's what you want.
Oh, but that 19 better make a move quick, because look who has joined the party.
That 8 been pretty fast now. He's catching them.
Yeah, he's been super fast in the long run. This is the first time he's been in the top 3, and that's because of his long run speed. 19 once again tries looks for the dive. Can't make it work. Now here's Outlaw. Eight looking like he's going to try and diamond the corner just a little bit.
That 77's also closing in.
Yeah. I think all these guys might have just saved their stuff up.
Yeah, that 77 gained a couple tenths that last lap. He tries to peek inside again.
Yeah. I think Outlaw's gonna do the diamond in the corners, like we see a lot of these other drivers doing. But he's really close to the 19 now. Let's see if he goes for a move eventually.
19 seems like he's just struggling to get past the leaders.
Yeah.
He's gonna try again here. Door's gonna close.
Battle for 4th. 87 versus 77. I think Nicky's gonna have the advantage. Oh, Ebenezer runs up the racetrack. Outlaw could not get to the inside, as these two are still side by side. Just because. Oh.
That's gonna cost him some time there.
Yeah. Yeah, 19 is just really struggling to get around the leaders. That's been his main struggle point throughout this race.
8 tries to go back underneath. Can't do anything there. 19 closes the door.
19 looking to set the dive on the 92 again. Just still cannot make it work.
Now the question is, will we see lap traffic before these drivers pit?
Oh, looks like Hector has some damage. Looks like left side and right side. Gotta see what happened here. I wonder how long did he have this damage? Oh, it wasn't too long ago. Looks like he was racing Sean Ard. Let's see.
Might have been,
Oh, was he? Oh, he was tagged by the 28. Oh, wow. Both he and King Barnabas went into the outside wall.
Wow, that's not what I expected to see.
Yeah. Looks like the 28 just, I think, tried to go for the dive bomb, got into his corner panel, sent him and King Barnabas to the wall.
What a save by that 28, though. He was pretty sideways there.
Oh, and now the 19 tried to go to the outside of the 92, and that might cost him a position, as here comes the 8.
Yeah, the 19 just cannot find a way to pass the leaders both times.
Yeah.
It's falling back.
He's going to fall back to 3rd, as Outlaw will try and chase down the 92. And it looks like he clearly has the faster car. But you just got to wonder, when are these guys going to pit? They've spent a ton of time out there on those very old tires.
I'm surprised the 44 or somebody in the back there hasn't pit off that damage.
Here's Arthur for 5th on Jessica, and behind them it's the 90 versus the 25. 25 is going to be held up by the 77 on the outside. But it looks like he'll file in line just ahead of the 1.
The 1's going to pass. I think he's going to try and pass 25.
He did. I don't think he appreciated that that going across his bumper very well.
No. Outlaw is going to try and find something there. Caught up to the 92.
Will he try a dime in the corner again?
Going to try and send it in there. 92 shuts the door.
I think Outlaw gets a good exit, though. Oh, he runs wide.
Here comes the 19. Back on the inside.
I think, will Outlaw have enough of a run to clear him on the exit of the corner? No, I think the 19's getting a second place back. If they keep battling, look at who's coming up into the mix. The 87, been a dark horse all night.
Yep. He's closing fast too. I think Outlaw's got to get into that inside lane, or that 87's gonna pass him.
And looks like he will. Will he go back for a move on the 19 is the question.
I think just give him some time. I think he might try and save a little bit here.
Yeah.
I mean, the top 4 have a 2-second gap, or yeah, they got roughly 2 seconds on 5th place there.
Ebenezer looking like he's gonna send it into the corner. There's this set of cars that are all stacking up. Matthew Hill stuck on the outside.
They seem to be
Outlaw goes back for second.
They seem to be getting a little more aggressive in the back there, trying to get spots.
Yeah.
Wonder if they're going to think about pitting soon, so they're trying to get as much track position as possible before they pit.
And that's exactly the mindset of the 8 right now, because he has gone past the 19.
And I think the 19's going to get passed by the 87 here as well.
And he tried to cut in front of him, but 87's there. Both of these guys, rookie contenders last season, raced against each other in the Shell Series full time, back when they were making their way into the Cup Series. Outlaw is caught back up to the 92. Can he finally find a way to get the lead?
He's going to try.
Got to get a good exit off of turn 4. That's where the 94. That's when the 92 has been so strong all night long. As he's gonna rump the racetrack, will Outlaw take the chance?
He'll try. I don't think he.
Yeah, he can't. He couldn't get there just yet.
Now I think it's gonna be a couple more laps before Outlaw's gonna try anything again.
These guys have lost nearly 4 seconds on their time. I'm just wondering how they haven't managed how they haven't pitted yet. Oh, looks like the 8 gave a shot to the back of the 92. Gonna see that more often, I bet. As here he goes. Will he try and make the dive for the lead?
I think he's gonna get
there. He got him this time.
Outlaw trying to pass 92 now. 87 right behind.
Side by side for the lead. And Outlaw will go to the point.
I think the 92 is going to fall back now. I think the 87 is going to get there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
92 stuck on that
87's there.
outside.
And the 19s, we'll see if the 19 can stay in third as the 92 falls back.
And here's the 92. Still falling back. See if he can get in front of the 19. No, 19's still there. See in the back, Jessica going for a position going for 5th on the 23 of Arthur.
Surprised he's still having pit.
Yeah, me too.
Nearly coming to halfway through the race. Still no pits.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's lap 93 and they haven't pit yet.
Surprised nobody's tried to even. Some cars mid pack there haven't pit and tried to jump everybody here.
Well, I mean, this is testing, so you kind of gotta. It's just figuring out what the racetrack is like, and we don't even have this track on the schedule. I mean, for right now, could be for the All-Star race, but gotta
And you
try.
never know. You never know. Sometimes testing strategies might actually help you here.
Yeah, for sure.
Top 4 have pulled away from 5th. As there's a big battle back there.
If this is how long they can go, I think they can just go on a one-stop strategy for this entire race.
Until there's a caution, then
Yeah.
then it's all going to be bunched up.
That incident with the 44 was nearly a caution.
Yeah.
He's still falling back.
I'm surprised the 44 hasn't been lapped yet.
Yeah, he's not running laps that are that slow to be considered, a back marker, but, he's definitely off the pace with that damage.
Oh, yeah. All these cars are running pretty much the same rough lap times.
Yeah. The OME cars have made their way through the higher part of the top 10. Mark running 5th, Loading running 6th.
Yeah.
And obviously Outlaw leading the race right now.
Where did that 25 go? He went from the lead. I don't even think he's in the top 10 now.
He's back in 16th. Obviously, that's how much tire fall off can get you here.
I'm surprised they haven't even thought about pitting yet.
Yeah.
Or how much they've fallen off. As we're coming to lap 100 here.
This is the halfway point of the race. And 19 look into the inside of the 87.
Is he going to get there? I think.
Oh, he's
no.
trying. No, he can't. For a second, I thought he was going to pit.
I'd be watching for pitters around here.
Yeah.
Halfway, some might want to.
I mean, there's no way they can go another 100 laps on these tires. There's just no way.
Oh no. Somebody would manage to blow a tire and bring out a caution.
Yeah.
Anyway, then everybody would pit.
And then we get a restart.
Yeah. Some of these drivers might just be banking on a caution right now. They might all be looking for a caution.
I know the 44 is definitely banking on a yellow right now.
Oh, yeah.
The way his race is going. Some of these guys in the back as well.
Definitely. I think some of them are... Some more than others just want a caution because they're falling back like that 25.
Yeah, 25 for sure, yeah.
So 92 still holding 4th. We got some cars side by side farther back.
And 25 is going to get the spot back from the 10. Looks like he fell all the way back to 18th, but now he's starting to maybe get all that track position back. Get some of it though.
Wonder if he started saving a bit there too.
Yeah, because he knew his tires were cooked.
No, there's about 50 laps. Can I return? Do the 3. You people.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was gonna bring someone else in.
I mean, who do we? NASCAR fan maybe?
Who else do we got here?
NASCAR fan, Joe Quan and Patrick are the only other 3 down there.
We'll get a NASCAR fan. How about that?
Yeah.
Hello, NASCAR fan.
Hi. Oh, my car's leading. That's sick. All right.
Oh yeah,
19 looks like-
Outlaw lost the lead to the 87 of Nikki. We didn't even see that pass be made, but Nikki has taken over the lead.
And he looks to try and run away with it.
Yep, that 19's just been running highest to second, hasn't led a single lap, although he's had the speed to... Oh, here he comes on the pit road. Slicky, you want to be a pit reporter for this one?
All right, 19's coming down. I believe we got a few takers here. 19 wants to get a little looser in there. 23 is also coming in quick. They want to jump. They want to try and jump the other cars, see if they can test out, get ahead. Maybe the 19 could take the lead finally, as he's been trying to all day. Just couldn't get by, so he's gonna go 4 tires here, 4 tires and fuel.
Matthew, you got
23.
anything for us?
Meanwhile, in the back, the number 90 car, he's been complaining about being too tight on the long run. He's going to go in for a wedge adjustment. Also, 4 tires and fuel. As you see, Nicky here, he was the leader when he went into the pits. And as you can see, he's going to take another set of 4 tires. He's going to take some fuel. And he said the car handles perfect right now.
Slicky, you got anything on the 8?
Outlaw's a little looser, so he's gonna try and tighten up the car. 4 tires and fuel.
And it looks like the 19 will jump ahead of the 87 and finally get the lead.
That's what they were planning on there.
And looks like Arthur will be second, Nikki will be third, Outlaw will cycle out into fourth, and Matthew will jump ahead tons of positions.
Maybe that's the reason why the 8 lost the lead. He was backing down so he could get in a good position to pit. But pit stop's still happening as soon they'll be cycled out. And the 19 is your leader from North
He's
Wilkesboro.
trying to lap 74 here.
Yep. He's trying to, but now here comes Josh. They are 3 wide in turns 3 and 4.
Off of pit road, yep. And 19 is going to go through the middle, get both of those spots. Yeah, I think just to lap them. Yeah. Right now, 25 cars on the lead lap. There's a 35 coming off of pit road. Right now, the 44 is the last car on the lead lap. Closest, the car in second is Arthur. But yeah, now you know, the 87, even though he's on fresher tires, he's gonna have tons of work to do trying to get around this lap traffic.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to try and get back up into that lead and somehow win this test race, he's gonna have to maneuver his way around these lap cars, and that's not gonna be an easy task.
Here's the 23 trying to get around the first lap car in the 63. That's gonna help the 87 as well.
Yeah, but then the 87 is gonna go side by side with yeah. I forgot the car number. My bad. gonna go side by side with the 63 and let the 23 pull away. But he does get past him, and now it's a hunt for the 23 now.
And here's the 19. He's got about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3 lap cars in between him and second place car Arthur. Oh, one blowing up. That's Hector Daniel.
Oh,
That'll be the first yellow flag of the race. Hector Daniel, his day has gone from bad to worse, and the 44 has blown up in smoke. And the yellow flag will come out as Hector is very slow on the racetrack, just waiting for the 19 to cross the line. And that'll bring out the first caution of the race.
Had a feeling.
Yep. We were talking about it. Matthew, what do you got for us on the 44?
Yeah, and Hector Daniel has said over the radio, it just blew up. So far, no known issue on what's wrong with it, but hearing it might be a cylinder, guys.
Yep. Tough break for the 44.
That's gonna end Hector's day.
And that will be the first DNF. And it was a piston failure on the 44. And so that works out perfectly for the 19. Gets him playing his track position as they're stacking up a little bit in the back. And to get these lap cars out of the way, just because it's a test, we're gonna give all these guys the wave around if they don't pit, just to put them back on the lead lap. And I do believe they are staying out.
That'd be the 74, 24, 77.
63 and 37, 35. So that'll stack the field back up once again. First caution of the night for Hector Daniel going up in smoke. Remember, he had that remember he had that incident earlier in the race with the 28 and the 35, but they managed to save it. So that was no caution, but then the 44 eventually blew up.
yup. Oh,
So just waiting for these guys to be back up, and I think we are able to go green this time by. Lights will be off on the pace car. We're ready to go green. Pace car's in. They'll go double file. It'll be the 19 leading from the 87. And I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot of fanning out in this restart.
Yep.
See if the 23 will get the jump. 87 on fresher tires. Here we go. And the 19 once again gets a bad restart. And the 23 will jump to the lead as they are 3 wide.
I had a feeling they were itching for a caution just to jumble it back up and gain track position.
Here they go
As the
down to turn 1.
19
Pendray gets third. 87 still falling back in this mess.
3 wide farther back there for a second.
Indeed they are.
Now it's back to double, as you do not want to be on the middle lane right now, because that bottom lane seems to just be faster for some reason.
See Outlaw on the top of 3 wide. One of the fastest cars up right there, losing all of his track position right now.
Just no speed in the middle to top lanes.
Still 3 wide further back.
As down the back straightaway they go. The 8, nowhere to go, 3 wide. Drew the 56 stuck up top, as it is single file throughout the most to the front of the pack. Wait. There's the 63. And
87 still falling back. Here's Pendray to maybe looking to go to the inside of the 19.
But there was no space given. He did not.
Here he goes again. Will he be able to go to the inside this time? Here he goes.
Let's try and make it work.
Am I crashing?
Sends the 19 up the racetrack. Uses the bumper.
Side by side for a second. The 1's going to try and make a move now.
Let's see where the 1 goes. He's going to go to the inside here. 19's going to be falling back on the outside. Unless he can find a hole somewhere. But that hole looks pretty scarce.
That 92 is really fast.
He is. I think he's going to be able to run down this 23. Obviously, we know that 23 benefited massively from that pit strategy.
But it's a matter of, can the 92 protect and gain on that 23? He has to protect from the 1, but gain on the 23.
92
Does
takes
he
the
have?
one.
Does he have the speed?
Look at the 1 right now. He's trying to make a move on the 92. He's not scared to go for position. Here he goes.
Side by side into turn 1.
Big dive bomb into the corner. He's going to make it work.
Down back straightaway they go. They are side by side behind them too for 4th there.
That's loading.
But the 1
teammate
will try and clear. He does. It's now the hunt for the 23 for the 1.
Look at Pendray right here. He's not done yet, though. Will he try go back for second? Not going to be close enough this time.
Racing.
Here comes the 3 now. The 3 of Mark to the looking to the inside of the 92. Will he make the dive? He's gonna go for it. He cannot do it now.
If Mark gets side by side with the 92, that's gonna help out Joe Kwan in the 1. That's gonna let Joe Kwan in the 1 start to try and run away with it.
But the biggest question is, can anybody catch the 23? Because they can essentially go to the end on these tires. But the only thing is, here comes Mark. But the only thing is a caution is the only thing that can bunch this field back up.
That is what the 1 wanted to see in the mirror. The 3 go side by side with the 92.
He's gonna clear him too.
Joe Kwan is now breathing a sigh of relief, as now it's his hunt for the 23, but he does now have that rushing Mark on his back bumper.
Yeah, let's see what the 3 does. Let's see if Joe Kwan's gaining any time. He seems to be pulling away from the 3 a little bit, but I don't know if he's catching the 23. Taking a lower line, trying to dime in the corner, it looks like. Oh, he cut that gap down a lot.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a battle on our hands here in the coming laps.
Let's see the gap. Looks like he lost a little bit of time. But when he tried to dime in the corner, he really made up a lot of time on the 23.
It looks like he lost about a second lap, about a tenth
100.
that
Yeah.
100th that last
Oh, he
lap.
gained a lot that time around. Oh, yeah. Cut that down 2/10.
And now you can see the gap closing.
Yeah.
It seems every corner it closes.
You can tell that one is hunting down. He's trying to hunt down the 23.
Gained another 10th.
Yeah. Gained about half a tenth there.
But
Oh yeah,
Mark
he's just sending that car on the entry of the corner.
Mark is 3/10 off of the one, but he gained another 10th.
Yeah, look at him. He's right to the back bumper now. Look how far he sends this car into the entry of the corner.
This one wants this really bad to prove that he's gonna be good during the season. He wants to show that he's gonna be fast.
Yeah, and he's still looking for that first career win. I know it's just testing, but you know, this
A win
could
is a
be
win.
this could be a precursor of what's to come in the regular season.
1/10 gone that last lap. Oh.
He's still just right on the back bumper, just waiting to make a move. He looks for it right there. Couldn't quite make the move. Now Arthur has to play the defensive game. Now what does Mark do?
I don't think Mark's gonna think about trying to make the pass until
Oh, he's got a run on him though. Oh, he's gonna go for it.
Or he will.
Yeah, I think that 3. I know the one's fast. I know the one's fast, but the 3 is also fast too.
And now it's time for the 3 to go on defensive for the 1. And it's time for him to hunt.
Oh, he sent that corner.
Oh, yeah. Arthur wants to see the battling in this mirror because he knows if they battle, he gains. But Mark, I think he's much faster. He's going to go for it here. He sticks his nose in there, but gets the door slammed on him. As we are coming to 50 to go from North Wilkesboro. Oh, bad line for the 3 there. Very bad line for the 3. No chance. He lost so much time there.
You gotta take it away from me for a sec.
Okay. Arthur.
Yeah, I can cover for him while he's gone.
Okay. Arthur still holding the lead there.
Yeah, and as you can see, Mark, he's able to get up to him, just not really staying or going to the inside. You see, Pendre is going to make the pass on Joe Kwan.
And Joe Kwan, he does not want to be up there right now. He wanted to get to the lead, but now he's being shuffled back. And if he stays on that top lane, he might be passed by most of the field.
Yeah, and Ebenezer is now going to get around him.
But what about Pendre? He was very fast.
Yeah, Pendre, he is fast too. He is fast on the long runs. I think this is where I think we're starting to get into a pretty long run. I mean, under 50 laps to go. See, Mark still looking to get around the 23, just cannot make the pass.
Mark is fast, but I think that 23 is a little bit faster.
Well, he's not faster, but he can just hold on.
That's 50.
Okay, there's really no one else. I mean,
Can I join in now? He's
who pinged me in the VC chat?
that
Yeah,
was
go ahead.
I don't know. That might have been.
Anyway, go ahead.
Us.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't
Okay,
care.
yeah. Sorry. And Mark. Oh, he has a way lower line. Can he catch Arthur with that? Only time will tell. He's gonna get to the inside.
Oh, he's gonna set up the
And
dive.
hit
He's
the
gonna go for it.
side for the
And
lead.
this is really where he can set up the pass. Because he's gonna be on his inside going into 3 and 4.
And Arthur, he did a good job of playing defense right there, but now it's gonna go away, and Mark's gonna take the lead.
And look who's found his way into the top 10. We have not seen him up in the top 10 all day. P9. Beal.
Yeah, Brandon Beal. He was a lap down before that caution came out.
Started up front, went way to the back. Now right behind one of his buddies.
Yep, trying to make the pass. And Gaming Freak's gonna dive into the inside of the 78. I'm telling you, all these OME cars are running really good today. You know, the 3, the 8, the 88, and the 1, all of them are running good. Outlaw obviously got stuck way up on that outside, still running just inside the top 20, but he was running great earlier today. But Gaming Freak, we haven't seen much of him tonight, but he's finally back. He's finally up here.
I have a feeling that.
Oh, and he's sideways!
What a save.
Oh my good! I think my heart skipped a beat when that happened. What
what
a
I was trying
save
to
by the 88!
what I was trying to say before he stole my thunder there. Basically, I think those OME cars were probably told to push during this test because they probably knew how serious it is to see how good your cars are running.
But boy, they look at how sideways the 88 got there.
And he's lucky that happened in the middle of the corner.
Yeah, we you know, the commentator jinx is something. I feel like that was about to be the commentator
The
jinx
best
right there.
example.
Yeah. Good save by the 88 though. Now the 3
That'd have
still
went last
leads.
season.
Is the 92 able to is the 92 or even any other of these guys able to challenge him?
Well, you can see the 25 is getting around the 78. So, I mean,
Yep,
there's
big
some
rebound.
battles going on, but we're getting closer and closer to the end.
Big rebound after he won the pole, but ended up falling off after getting passed for the lead.
And with
Now
Beal
up to
fell off,
7th.
he started around row 4, fell
Sorry,
pretty
8.
much to last.
I think he's back up to where he started.
Yeah. So that's also a rebound. That's one thing you can always count on with North Wilkesboro. You have comers and goers.
Yep. That's pretty much how it's been this race. Some guys have started in the back, you know, went up to the front, now are all the way are in the back again. Blech. And then other guys who started at the front, fell off, are now back up inside the top 10, running well.
And you just got to think maybe this might be strategy, just seeing if you can make the passes that you need to make.
And all these guys can go to the end, so it's going to be interesting to see, you know, the race to the finish. Who can challenge this 3 car? Obviously, the 23 doesn't have a faster car than them. Maybe the 92, maybe the 19, or even Mark's teammate, the 88. But they are kind of stuck behind the 23 right now.
I think if anybody can, it's going to be the 92 because, I mean, we haven't seen him exit the back of we haven't seen him leave the front of the field this entire race.
Exactly, and we know that he strives on these long runs.
I mean, I just like that the line he's running. I mean, trying to take lower lines on the entries, trying to gain as much time as he can. And he sets it all up on the exit of turn 4.
Yeah, it's trying to look to the inside of the 23 now.
I think he knows he's faster.
Yep, Arthur is been losing time to the 3. Now 9-2. He has to respond by getting around the 23. Gaming Freak to the inside of the 19. Is he going to go for the dive? 19 runs up high. Gaming Freak's going to be able to go to the inside.
He's
Right
gonna
on the quarter panel.
set up the pass in 3 and 4.
And he will get the pass done, maybe. 19 trying to fight it.
He's gonna be able to take it right here, clear him in 1 and 2.
Now that opens the door for the 87.
We have seen some impressive racing out of some of these guys.
For sure. Impressive racing out of this track, honestly. I feel like not a lot of short tracks are good in the R2003, but I feel like this is the one exception. As Pendre looking to dive to the inside of the 23, he got him loose there.
And that's exactly what he needed to do. Didn't make any contact, just got the air underneath him, and it moved him out of the way.
Yep, might have intimidated him a little bit. Coming to 30 to go for Mark. Look, Gaming Freak will send it 3 wide. No. For a second, he peeked to the inside of the 92 first, so I thought he would for a second.
But he will take advantage of the real estate underneath the 23.
Now will the 87 try to go around the 23?
If I'm Gaming Freak right here, I think I want to follow Pendre because I know Pendre is one of the fastest cars on the racetrack.
But also if you're faster than 92, do you want to defend for your teammate?
I mean, I think you try to see what line he's running, see what he's doing different, and then if he's faster than you, you can copy that, find a way around him, find a way around your teammate. I mean, it's only a test, but these teams really want to win it.
19 tries to dive to the inside of the 87. Couldn't make that stick in turn 3. The 6th and 7th cars have a pretty decent gap between each other. Look at the 78 now climbing back up the order. There's Beal way up the racetrack.
Might have gotten loose.
Yeah. Here's Gaming Freak. Will he go to the inside of the 92? No, 92 shuts the door.
He looked.
But Mark is pulling away with all this happening for second.
I think Gaming Freak wants to either defend for his teammate or go for the win.
25 to go.
I mean, we know that everybody that you're seeing kind of become a character at the end of this race has been up in the front at least once. Except for Gaming Freak, this is his first time.
Oh, when he runs, he goes up the racetrack. That is not what he needed.
That's not where you find the grip. I mean, tires are starting to wear out, but fall off isn't as bad as we've seen in the past.
Looking towards the back. Here's Outlaw. Obviously ran up front a lot earlier in the race. Kind of lost some track position after that restart.
Side by side with Patrick Miller, who we haven't talked about pretty much all race.
Yeah, Patrick's been running pretty much mid-pack all race.
Pretty much around where he's at right now. Which, he's probably not trying to push it. We know he wants to save his stuff for the actual season, but
yeah,
I mean, a lot of these drivers really want to show everything.
Yeah. Nobody really wants to blow a motor or, wreck their race car before the regular season. Yeah. But here's the 87 going for P4 on 23. As Mark has pulled a 1.5 second gap over the 92.
Nicky's really kind of impressed. For only his second season that he's about to go into, running this well at North Wilkesboro, this is a driver's track right here.
Here's Beal rebounding from that from going wide in turn 3. He's now going past the 25.
Gonna cause the 25 to get freight train.
Yeah. Looks like he's got to get a bit of a gap behind the 1.
But can he get through that gap? Because
Looks
Joe Kwan's
like-
been able to close all those gaps just like he does now. Might have a gap behind him.
Yeah, he's got a gap behind the 1 right here.
And he's just gonna have
And
to
yeah, he's
settle
gonna
for that.
let him go.
He's got to run on Joe Kwan.
Yeah, he's still stuck on the outside. He's
And
gonna
he's gonna be
get
stuck
right in
again.
front, maybe? No.
And that's the problem with getting stuck on the outside. If you do not take a gap, you are screwed, for lack of a better term.
Yep. See, Pendre blocking the 88. 88's gonna pull the bumper on him,
Whoa!
move him up the racetrack.
And I think that's Gaming Freak saying, move out of the way, buddy. I'm faster.
Yeah. Don't block me. I'm faster than you. But it's looking to be an OME 1-2 here, and a very impressive showing from that team. You know,
Showing a lot of strength.
obviously, they were pretty mediocre from time to time in season 7, season 8 for most of the season, but I feel like in preseason they have come alive, and also, hold on, I'll be back.
I mean, you can give teams the benefit of the doubt, almost like sandbagging, but I mean, this is the complete opposite. You are showing as much strength as you can. With as many times we've seen their cars running up front, these OME cars are really showing some strength. As Mark continues to lead, pretty big lead over Gaming Freak, but you can always close up depending on if Gaming Freak has more speed. He's already starting to pull away from Pendre. He's got a really fast car, but looks like Gaming Freak gained about a tenth. So this is not over. Gaming Freak is now catching Mark, and Nikki will go to the inside of Pendre for third. So that 87 is also coming alive as they battle for third, and Mark, he gained that 10th back. So Gaming Freak really, I mean, kind of on and off with gaining, as Nikki will get past Pendre for the third position. And we're going to come around to see 11 to go this time, as Mark continues to keep the lead, trying to play keep away from his teammate. And gains that 10th back again. Or actually, no, lost a 10th. So Mark is fast, but I mean, Gaming Freak is too. They're really neck and neck as we have 10 to go here at North Wilkesboro. Slinky, if you want to join in real quick. Or NASCAR fan.
What? What?
My bad.
Oh. Well,
I was on TikTok. I was
Only
watching
one-
someone say galvanized square steel.
I
only
love
one of you.
galvanized. I love
Because
galvanized.
Thunder's AFK right now. Nikki and blows up. Made it to pit road though.
I don't think galvanized
no,
square
that's
steel is
Josh.
gonna fix
Oh, Josh,
my
what
God.
is
Oh,
happening?
Mr. Crash. This is a crash that
Yeah,
happened.
galvanite. That's not good.
What happened? The 90 fell all the way
Oh, there
back,
was
I
a
think.
wreck.
Seville has damage.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
as soon as my
What
headset has
happened?
issues.
Let's see what happened. Oh, it was a big crash.
And it was right after Pendray got passed by Nikki as well.
How did,
It happened ahead, I think.
Was on pit road, and now Zevel gets turned by Josh, and right into Craig,
Oh,
got hit and boom.
right in the door, and that's enough to expire the engine. But
and what happened to
what happened to
Pendray? I mean, he got passed by Nikki, and then
Oh wow!
did it just expire in the corner?
Oh wow! Wait.
Oh no, I think he got hit by Beal.
He blew up right
In front of
47,
Beal.
and they get hit.
Oh,
19.
Nothing you can do when you have an engine expire, especially on corner entry.
Boy, that is horrible. One of the fastest cars all night long, just blown up.
Almost got into the 90.
Yeah. And then the crash on the front stretch with Zevel happened.
That's
just
not
after
what you want. And
Let's
that
do it.
is unfortunate.
Let's try more with the 487.
Right when he was getting into the throttle, he got hit. That'll do it.
Yep.
I mean, he had just gotten into the throttle.
Now aboard with Josh.
We're going to have a late restart, boys.
Yep, I think this might be a green white checker, depending on when we go back green.
Do we see anybody pit under this yellow?
I doubt it, honestly.
I doubt it, but we've seen some head-scratching moves.
But boy, this is gonna cut that cut the three's lead from almost 2 seconds to absolutely nothing.
And I don't know. Does the inside or the outside get a better start?
I don't know, but I definitely think we're gonna see a thriller of a restart.
It's going to be insane. They might be going 3 wide.
Maybe more than that.
I mean, I wouldn't put it against this track. I mean, you can see some seriously aggressive restarts.
And at this point, who wins? Because at the front two are Outlaw Mark Enterprises cars, and then behind them are 2 Hill Solar Racing cars, and then 2 Sure Expand racing cars.
But if you look at where these cars are going to be lined up, each one is going to be in the same row as their teammates. So you can't really work together here.
Yeah, I know. So really, Gaming Freak has to rely on a good launch off the line to get ahead of the 3.
And Nicky's going to have to rely on the 3 getting a good restart, because if the 3 can have a good restart, then that gets both Mark and Nicky on the inside of turn 1.
We'll be going green this time by the 24. Both the 24 and the 92 are now out of the race. Here we go. We're gonna have 4 laps to go once we take the green flag.
I don't know if I'm ready to see this.
Yeah. This is gonna be a crazy finish.
This is gonna be wild.
4 more laps to see who comes out victorious here in North Wilkesboro. Into the restart zone. Here we go. And Gaming Freak gets a better jump. Mark does not get a good jump on the inside. Here comes Nicky, splitting him 3 wide.
And that might give the win to Gaming Freak, depending on what happens.
Parker.
Contact made.
3 wide. Nicky goes to second. They are shuffling out 3 wide. 3 laps to go for Gaming Freak.
And do we see it go to Nicky or Gaming Freak? Because Nicky is fat.
Oh, that's not going to go well.
They are 4 wide in the back.
One of them needs to let off.
Oh, contact. Solar got into to Zevel.
They made it through, though. They made that stick.
And Mark, he wants that position back.
2 laps to go for the 88.
But Nicky doesn't want to give it up.
Do we see a green-white checkered? Looks like we're going to come around and take the white flag.
It's going to take a big send here.
All bets are off. All bets are
It
off.
might happen.
Gaming Freak up the racetrack. One final send for the 87.
He's not going to get there.
It is
He doesn't
not
have
gonna
enough
be enough.
time.
And it'll be Gaming Freak bringing it home to win at North Wilkesboro for the first preseason test.
What a finish. I mean, that's a classic NASCAR finish right there.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, just a dogfight at the end.
In dramatic fashion, so as well. And in the end, all 4 of the Outlaw Mark Enterprises cars bring it home in the top 10.
Definitely the most impressive showing by a team.
For sure.
I mean, for a second there, we thought it was over for Mark.
Yeah. And we thought it was over. We thought the race was over. We thought Mark had the win, and then
Yeah.
it didn't happen.
And we see Pendray's blown up, and then we see Josh blown up.
Yep, you're exactly right. Let's take a look back at the restart.
It's really interesting to dissect it.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw Gaming Freak had the way better launch in the restart zone.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah, when they were 3 wide down the backstretch, I think that's when Gaming Freak could have had a few nerves to leave him. But then they went 4 wide.
4 wide. That's all the way with Zevel, who just got caught up in that wreck before the overtime, in contact, banging
Watch the
doors.
28 in turn 1.
He door slams the 47 up the racetrack. I mean, 3 to go. Everyone's just going for any position they can.
Yeah.
See, the 90 obviously got the worst of that. They're 3 wide. 2 to go.
And you saw Nicky was not going to give up that position to Mark.
Yeah, he had him blocked down the entire straightaway because, you know, if Mark went to the inside of the 87, he was all over.
Yeah.
But boy, that is just a classic finish to a race.
And that send, that got him a little bit closer, but
Yeah, just
Gaming Freak just had the corner exit.
one last send into the corner was not enough, and then Gaming Freak took the Toronto Maple Leaf Chevrolet to victory lane.
Quite the finish for the first test.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like we're going to see a lot more tomorrow in Sebring as well.
Well, Sebring is going to be a lot more chaotic, I can tell you that.
That's for sure. It's going to be a lot more fun to watch. I mean, this is
road
so
course
fun,
racing.
but, you know, it's going to be very fun to watch Sebring as well. So, Gaming Freak brings it home to win the first preseason test of season 9. And I'm Thunder along with 3 other guys, Matthew Hill, NASCAR fan, and Slinky. Thank y'all for helping me in the booth, and we'll see you tomorrow at Sebring.